G'day Arvin, welcome to this live stream. I'm going to fly the Bf109E-7, the Jabo, equipped with a single 250 kilogram bomb. There's a fuel depot. I've bombed it once already, about 15 minutes ago. I'm going to go back there and see if I can hit the rest of it, finish it off. I'll show you on the map in just a minute when we're airborne. Stream only. We'll see how we go. I want to do something with the radiator, I think maybe 30%. Radiator. So today we're going to head to the strong point right here. I've already hit it once. I've already hit this train. That transport column, I've hit that as well. So I've been pretty busy actually with strafing ground targets in between attacking fighters coming out of here. Mostly I've flown out of here, but also I've initially flew out of here. So that's the synopsis. Let's head to the strong point. It's going to be southeast. Gear is up, lights are off. I'm going to keep it in combat mode until I'm on my track, which is southeast, which is about 120. Hug the deck. Let's check the map. Right, there's continuous mode. Great. Okay, so we're going to the strong point in the south. This plane is an E7. It's older than the usual F and G models that I fly. It's an earlier model, a more original model. Pretty old school plane. I mean, it's the same plane. It's a 109. It's got the flap wheel and the trim wheel there, the elevated trim. I think same kind of setup, same joystick, same throttle, by and large. It's a little bit more involved in the cockpit workload because you've got to operate the radiator. I'm going to reduce the radiator down to 25 now. From, I think I had it at 30. Same kind of gun configuration. I've got two machine guns and I've got a cannon. The cannon's got 120 rounds of 20mm. And the machine guns, I think they've got 1,000 rounds of probably 7.98mm Mauser. I've set the convergence to these two wing guns to, what was it, 130 meters. So pretty close. This is an excellent turn fighter, so mostly I'll be turn fighting after I drop the bomb. If I come across enemies on the way to the target, I might attack them, because I can still do that, but it won't be very fast, so I prefer not to, because I don't want to have to chase them, which means going into emergency power and so on and so forth. I tested out emergency power on this plane a couple of days ago. I don't know it very well, and I could get 70 seconds of emergency power out of the plane before the engine failed, so that's good to know. It's a nice plane. Yeah, it is a nice plane. It's a classic. Let's check the map. Okay, we're almost halfway there. I'm going to adjust course slightly. Importantly, I'm going to dive down on the deck, get lower. That should do it. Cruising along, we're doing 400 kilometers an hour. My track IR works very well in this plane. I'm centered in the center of the cockpit, sitting right on the seat, not too far back. I'm able to jump to the, whatever you call that, zoom to the crosshair. That's very important. And yeah. Been on this session since the beginning, and I've had quite a bit of adventures on it already. Nothing really fantastic in terms of kills or anything, but I've mauled a few IL-2s. I've got at least one kill. I've attacked plenty of ground targets. I've destroyed plenty of trucks. I destroyed a fuel truck, for example, and I dropped a bomb on the fuel depot. I've attacked the railway station to our east, and so on. I'm going to intercept the road into the fuel depot. Assuming that there's anything left there. I mean, the icon is on the map, so there's got to be something there. Temperature looks about 60 degrees, that's fine. There's the road. And there's the settlement up there with the fuel depot. Allowed to destroy fuel depot. Excellent, so that's pretty good. Back down to continuous mode. Now I'm going to go hunt for some fighters. I could use up all my ammo on the fuel depot. Maybe I should do that. What can I destroy with these guns though? Haven't done any shooting yet. I'm going to head between the enemy airfield and the enemy train, and I'm going to try and pick up IL-2s that are departing. The enemy still hasn't destroyed the blue train, so that's good. That means we'll get IL-2s heading out there to try and destroy it. I've destroyed a few of the carts on the enemy train, but there's a few sort of niggly ones there, sort of nitpicking ones. They're hard to pick them out. You sort of need pinpoint accuracy, and they're sort of embedded in the forest. Very difficult to get them. reduce altitude, I'm too high. And the temperature. Just fine. It's a little bit higher, maybe about 70. This plane here is not the fastest plane, and it doesn't have the most engine power for the longest duration, but it's an excellent turn fighter. Some people say that it outturns anything. I haven't flown it that much, but what I've found so far is that that's true. It's an excellent turn fighter. So there's the enemy railway station there. Kind of in the danger zone now. Just gonna sort of hang around here. I'll stay mostly on the western side, maybe. Just basically, if I need to escape, that'll assist me a bit more. But this is not really the type of fighter that you escape in. It's more one that you stand your ground, you turn fight, and you defeat the enemy, and then you go when they're defeated. This is eerily quiet. Just before there were tons of planes around here. Very eerily quiet. I might have to change direction. Don't get jumped. There's one. Okay, that looks like one of our guys is hitting the train. We'll just confirm it. There's 3 planes here. That's our train. I better go and defend it. Combat mode, 75. Stay on the outskirts over here a little bit. Radiator's at 30%. Let's go and get into it. Ah, what a combat. What a plane, huh? What a plane. Such a nimble fighter. Alright, let's try and get back to base. I'm going to open the radiators a bit. Go 100% radiator. In 10 minutes of fuel, I must have a fuel leak. Temperature's good. Fuel, about 40 litres of fuel, I think. This plane's not going to stay in the air much longer. I'm going to have to head straight for the airfield. Maybe pick up a bit of altitude and start deploying flaps, get the gear down. Yeah, for a bear, 2 runways. I can land pretty much anywhere. In the centre it'll be fine. Don't necessarily have to land on the runway. The grass is a decent enough surface. Interesting to see if I actually got credited with any kills there. As much as I like to get kills, you can see that was not about getting kills. That was about, first of all, knocking out the fuel depot, and then second of all, getting into some action, expending all of my ammo on the enemy, and then escaping alive. I do this whole one flight only mantra. Let's have a quick check of the chat. Obviously I couldn't really even narrate while the combat was going on, or else I would have lost focus. Fragster, hi. Game volume is a little bit high compared to your voice. Oh really? Okay. Alright, probably I'm guessing that my microphone's failing. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to describe him, isn't it? More slippery than barrel wheels. Run! Indeed I did. And I sort of had to fight my way out of that one as well. Like, it was a fighting retreat, because they kept on chasing me. And then some reinforcements arrived, and then the tables got turned, and I managed to get some hits on. I think it was a lag with a bomb rack. So basically, I hit the strong point that the mouse is just over. This one here. I hit this one with a bomb, a 250 bomb, and then I headed on over towards this train, and then this is the Axis train, and I noticed a fight, 3 fighters over here, so I veered off to here, and then got into a massive fight that ended up over here a bit, and then chased an I-16 around the place, and it crashed out about here, and then started to make my way back with low ammunition. I didn't have any cannon left, and I just had some MG left. I didn't know how much. Actually, I had a lot of MG left, which is good. And then got intercepted here by 2 fighters. I think it was an I-16 and a lag, or an I-16 and a MiG, sorry, not a MiG, a Yak. I reckon there was a Yak there. And then I had to do a kind of, I wanted to fly directly here, but I had to do a kind of a looping battle turn fight with them till I got to about here, and then the other guys came in as reinforcements, and then I was able to get some shots in and take off back to here. TRMC, good job getting home. Yeah, totally. That's pretty much what it's all about. That was pretty awesome. Let's check the result. And that was in a Jabo, which is the I reckon it's a heavier version of the plane because it has 4 buildings and 1 assists. All right, okay, all right. So that's 4 buildings as in the strong point, and that's 1 assist as in I guess one of those I-16s. Artorias, a little bit of ventilation on the wings there. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Might have to do one more flight, I think. We'll repeat that one. We'll go down to the strong point, hit it again with another 250, and then go looking for trouble over here, expend all of the ammo, and try and escape back to here. I've got about 70% fuel. Still want to see you fly the MC202. That's a good idea. That's on the to-do list. I think I'm guessing right, but I think it has the same engine as the E7, or a very, very similar variation. Just let me know about the audio, anyone in the chat, if there's any problem. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me speaking okay? Am I too loud? Anything like that? Just I had a cup of tea sitting there for about 20 minutes. I can finally gulp it down. Okay. Team of the Allies has 20 planes left. That's a good sign. It means we're winning. Audio seems better now. Awesome. I think what it is just, I think it was the microphone was a bit far away. Stuka lined up on my left wing there. I'll be faster than him though, so no dramas there. Slowly rotate, sort of ballooning around with these 10% flaps deployed. Looks like a PE2's going in towards our train. Have to fly a little bit cautiously taking off because I'm carrying the extra payload. Looking to head about 120, 130 I reckon. That should probably do it. Auto cruise and continuous mode. Gear is up. Which one is it? I think it's not those red ones there. I think that looks more like a radio or something. It's these red ones here. If it's red, it means the gear's up. If it's green, it means that the gear's down. So red up, good. Flaps are up. So I'm heading for the strong point to the southeast. Will I get there in time before those 20 planes get destroyed? There's a plane over there with its lights on. Probably just departed. Bf109E-7 low, heaps of them. That's very tempting. That's very tempting. Why don't I just go and do that? Oh, hang on. No, he said 6173 as a correction. Okay, that's 6. That's too far away. That's fine. Good. I don't get diverted from my mission. Let's just drop the altitude a bit here. Plane is unreal in a turn fight. Did you? 109. Did you see that turn fight? I was particularly pleased with how I was actually able to get back to base. Yeah. By kind of using a combination of a slow turning cruise coupled with occasionally doing some savage 360s and going into full-on beast mode, turn fight mode, and then sussing out what's around me, and then going into a long turning cruise again, picking up the speed. Hard for I-16s and what have you to catch me when I do that, but also hard for them to get a clean shot on me because I'm not flying straight and level. I'm in a slow turning cruise. So there's things you can do that I'm slowly picking up about how to survive on the battlefield. Heading directly for the strong point. So I'm going to try and destroy all of the fuel, but it's not going to happen unless someone else has bombed the remaining fuel in my absence. So I think I'll hit one of two clusters of fuel dumps. Alright, we've got 3 planes heading to the strong point to bomb the fuel, I'm guessing. Or to attack it at least. Here's the road in. I'm going to start lifting up my altitude a bit and I'll kind of get a good view of it when I'm going. I've got a 2-second delay on the bomb. It's a 250 kilogram. What can I hit? And there's tons of fuel left. And probably those 3 there. That might have been a little bit short. Huge explosion, but I reckon it was. And them's the brakes. Let's see. sure what happened there. Someone went down in flames. It looks like we had 2 aircraft there, and now we have no aircraft. There. Damn, what was that? Oh well. Bad luck, I guess. Okay, no worries. I've got the game volume set at 10%. I used to have it at 8%. I might try that next time. Cheers. G'day, Red Panda. E7 is a great plane. I think it's better than F2. It seems to be pretty good. Obviously, it's not perfect. I thought that I was going to be able to outturn whatever was chasing me there. I think it might have just been a lag, but it didn't happen. But that was a bit heavier maybe because I had the armor plate, because it's the Jabo version with the hard points for carrying the bomb and everything, so it'd be a bit heavier. MC202 had power plant Alfa Romeo RA1000 RC41 Monsoni V12. Yeah, that's right, built under license. What are my thoughts on the Tempest getting the Sabre 2A engine instead of the 2B, which makes it the same speed as the German planes? I understand it. It means a lot to some people and to everyone to varying degrees. I got confidence that they'll do us right. I don't think there's anything to worry about. So I think it's going to be one heck of a fast plane. Wasn't it like I don't want to call it a storm in a teacup, but like sort of a controversy over whether it's 9 pounds boost or 11 pounds boost or something like that. So I think we can't really infer too much from like still images or what have you, or from video. Maybe just wait until the plane's released and see what's what. So I think everyone's on the same page, so I don't think there'll be any problems. Ethan Zach, what up? G'day. Yep, I was in the E7. I had a stellar flight, the first flight. It was amazing. Can't wait for the Tempest P51 and P38. Me too, and the Bodenplatte map. It's going to be right up my street. That's definitely my cup of tea. And it's going to be pretty insane flying around on that map, which seems to cover quite a bit of Western Europe, including a lot of the big cities as they were back in, I guess it must have been 1945. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. So we're in September, and apparently some stuff's going to be released at the end of September. So, oh, by the way, guys, if you follow Cliffs of Dover Blitz 5.0 progress, there was something on the forum today that they're going to release a Steam patch update. So it's currently, currently 4.56, and they're going to make it the next one up. I guess it's 4.57. So there's a small incremental update. I think they're going to do something to improve the AI and some other stuff. So that is some good news for anyone that flies Cliffs of Dover, including myself. There's going to be a Steam patch update for that one When's it going to happen? I think I'm not being facetious. I think in the next 2 weeks, based on what I read on the forum. On my community tab on YouTube, I've put a link to that forum, and it's got a screenshot of a P40 Kitty Hawk in desert colours there, so you can see that. Click on that and go and have a read of what the Team Fusion guys are saying there. And there's probably much more to discuss, but I'll take my leave just now. What do you got there? Tempest is going to be a beast. 420mm. Yeah. I imagine they're the same Hispano Souza 20mm that we got in the Spitfire and things like that. Oh yes, there's one thing I wanted to mention before we depart, and that is I've also on my community tab, I've got a poll. I've got a poll, and I put in the maximum amount of, basically the poll is what aircraft you want to see next as a collector plane. And I've put in the maximum amount of planes, the maximum amount of slots there, which I think was 4 or 5. So the planes that are in the poll are the Arado AR-234, the Yak-9, the Hawker Hurricane, the de Havilland Mosquito, and something else. So and the IAR-80, the Romanian fighter plane, the very long fighter plane that looks a bit like an FW, the IAR-80. So basically, if you want to participate in the poll or just have a look at the results of what seems to be trending, like what the majority of people want to see as the next collector plane, that's something that you can have a look at to get an indication of where sentiment is on the collector planes in the future. So yeah, I'm going to take off now, guys. Thanks very much everyone for participating in the chat. I really appreciate it. I'll most probably be back. Can't guarantee it, but I'll most probably be back again tomorrow for another live stream. In any case, there'll be more single player vids and stuff like that as well. Alright guys, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share, join the channel, Patreon, check my website out. There's a few articles there, and hopefully catch you tomorrow. But bye for now.